You gotta set that stage of today is the day to come. Not tomorrow. Today.
Hey, welcome to Smart AF. I'm your host, Torie Mathis. We have got a great show for you today, so let's get started. So when I was in college, I went to school for advertising. I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts in advertising. We learned a lot about guerrilla marketing, like how to do things that were out of the box, like not doing like typical stuff. But then you like get into the business world and it seems like people are like, buy this ad, buy a billboard, blah, 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 blah. And people like go into this just very normal type of marketing veins, But
Billboard was the worst money I've ever spent on marketing for the museum.
Well, I think it was like who knows? Like, let's try it. But no, I don't think that those types of things work for like your average little business. It might work for major corporations that just have money to blow on.
Well, then it just comes into a quantity thing. Like, let's just do it all. Like confetti everything and spend the money wherever on every single normal avenue that you can.
That even though like I went to school for it, when I became a business owner, I was like, I don't know how to get clients. Like I had no idea how to get them. I actually bought a list of new business owners from the county. Like that was something I did in the very beginning because you know what? I did not know. And you know what? It didn't work. And like the couple clients I might have got, they were the worst.
Did you get clients from that?
I think maybe just
I forgot you even did that.
Oh my gosh. It was
so
in the
dirty.
Oh. Like I didn't know, but I think a lot of people don't know. Like you know how to do your trade, you don't know how to market. Like and I think there always needs to be a lot of trial and error from people. And I think you need to be willing to try things, but I think that you would be better off to do like seriously that guerrilla, that unique, that stuff that isn't buy an ad in this magazine or buy a billboard.
Which oftentimes actually turns out to be the more measurable thing you can do. You can actually see your ROI on those kinds of things a lot easier than if you just advertise in a magazine. You kiss $500 away for 2 months worth of business card size ad in there, and you have no idea what you got out of that.
I think that's part of the worst parts of those types of advertising is that like, how do you even know that it worked? Like if you don't care and you just have money that you need to blow, then yeah, get a billboard. But otherwise, like if you think a little bit more unique, a little bit more outside the box, a little bit more measurable, there's definitely things that you could do that would get your name out there. And I think that's a lot of times right there. That's the name of the game. Like building up the people that know about your business, building your herd, people who have heard about your business. Because the more people that know about your business, the more people there are to buy from you. Because people that don't know who you are can't buy from you. So something I think is really cool that the museum has done, and I think that any business could do stuff like this. Like really, like you got to plan, you got to brainstorm, maybe bring on some people and think of some ideas. That is a unique idea is to have an event. The museum has done all kinds of cool stuff. And these events aren't anything that were really hard to do. We are getting harder because I think we've done quite a few now.
That's the one thing. Like once you start at one level, and then you keep going, and it becomes more challenging and all that kind of stuff. But the return also becomes much greater. So there's some give and take on that. But as long as it's a win in the end, that's all that matters.
So with the museum, we have had things like we started off with like cars and coffee. Now, the reason that this is cool is that it's an excuse for people to come to your business. Not that people really need an excuse. Maybe I should say reason. Like it's a reason. People want a reason to go do stuff. People want to go out. People want to buy stuff. Give them a reason to come see you, to come buy from you, to come visit your store, to come to your website, to whatever it is, to come to your restaurant.
That's all Black Friday is. It's a sale, but they gave it a name and make it the same day every year.
Except for now, it's like Black Friday was like 2 weeks ago for some reason.
And then Black Friday also turns into Saturday and the whole weekend, and it's Black Friday week and Black Friday
it's
month.
Black Friday, but it's only October. Right? Surprise! I don't know. But yes, it's just a name of an event that is giving people a reason to buy. Why? Because people want to buy. They want to spend their money. Mm-hmm. They do. So Cars and Coffee was something that you did, and people came out. It was on Saturday mornings, and it got a little rush of people into the business, just a reason for people to come out. You recently did the hoods up because the power was off in the museum, so it was kind of like a play on words, right?
Yeah. Hood's open, we're open, after being shut down for over a week with no power.
So just a reason. It's just a made-up reason, a made-up event, a made-up invitation to have people come out to the museum. Let's see. I wrote down a couple other things. We did Teslas in Toccoa. The museum used to be in Toccoa. Sean was able to get Tesla to come out there with a Model X, park the Model X in the museum. So that gave us, that
was zero marketing dollars spent on that. And from both the museum and Tesla, because Tesla won't spend any money either, but they'll come to events if it means people will come see their cars. Because again, that's their ultimate goal, and it's the more people that see it, the more people that know about it, more opportunities for people to actually purchase it. And so, again, we played on the words with the whole Toccoa and Tesla, the T's and all that. And at the time, we had a 1911 Sears on display, which was a car that you ordered out of the Sears catalog. So my thought was you'd have that car, and then all the other cars through all the years that we're used to buying from traditional dealerships to something that's the newest thing and still they brought a P100X, so it's the fastest SUV in the world, and you ordered it off of a website. So you got this car that is super simplistic. Ordered it out of a catalog over 100 years ago, all the way up to the newest state-of-the-art car you purchased off of a website. And that was really it. We had owners of Teslas, gave them an excuse to come out and show off their cars, and it was all outside except for the Model X that was on display inside, which meant people had to pay to come into the museum to see the car on the inside, but they could see an X on the outside. I think we had another P100D show up out there as well, so it's not like they didn't even have to go in to see all this, but it got people there. It got people talking about it, people wanting to share it, and people coming into the museum, which then ultimately turned into them telling other people that they had it. I actually had I had somebody that went there for that Tesla day that then went and told their friend about the museum, who then came up to visit and talk to me just to tour the museum, wound up seeing a car that was on display in there, not marked for sale, not in the market for it. I wound up facilitating a sale on that car, and then he wound up taking it to Texas. That was all just from that one event. It went down this rabbit hole of something I could have never planned for that. And it was just from that one event, which is pretty neat, completely unexpected.
And the thing is that, like you said, the event was free. There was no big marketing dollars spent in it. We just came up with something fun and got some other people to do it with us. And the opportunities, and I'm sure that there's still going to be opportunities coming from that. I mean, okay, so I said, events end up getting bigger. So now we're doing a world record attempt with the longest parade of Teslas. And because you had already opened that Tesla door, like you were able to reach back out to local Tesla places. And so that one event is still like helping us do things in the future.
And this new one's not even at the museum. Like it's nowhere near the museum. I mean, we're well over an hour away from it. And so you would think, well, how is that going to benefit the museum? Well, the museum is the one technically organizing all of this stuff, which means everybody that's going to participate and know about it and learn and all these things are now familiar with Miles Through Time. So
and with Sean Mathis, and it's getting your name out there, and the opportunities and the people that you meet. And again, these are made up events. It's not like someone gave us permission. Somebody didn't say, Sean, you are allowed to have this Tesla event or this other Tesla event. Nobody gave us permission. Nobody told us we could. We made this shit up.
And this is one of the neatest ones, because there's a lot of different angles to this world record event one. So you've got a legitimate world record that we're attempting to break, which that's cool, right? And then you've got the benefit of getting the word out about the museum. That's cool. But we're also raising funds for Operation Underground Railroad, which saves kids and people all over the world from human trafficking. So that's fantastic. I mean, there's so many aspects of that. And again, it's not like I'm not spending any money on it. Like it's benefiting so many different aspects of everything, and it's free. I mean, it's really cool.
So a fundraiser is another event that any business can have. You can find other like-minded businesses that also want to help out with that same thing that you're raising money for. And it's a way for businesses to team up together to get, I mean, yes, you're getting more exposure, and you're also, helping some type of good cause. Again, nobody gave us permission. Nobody said that we were allowed to do this. This is just something we decided to do. It's not something that is outside of anybody's reach. Anybody listening could do this with their business and not spend a dime and still be able to get in front of all these other people.
Yeah, one of the most biggest impacts that we've had as far as traffic goes in the museum up until this date has been to be featured on Good Day Atlanta. We've had Good Day Atlanta come to the museum a couple times now, and each time Paul Milliken has come from Good Day Atlanta to the museum, it has done something beyond him just coming to the show. The first time he came out, somebody saw my 73 Cadillac Eldorado convertible and had to have it. And that was just from him seeing it on TV. The second time when Paul Milliken came out from Good Day Atlanta, it created a whole lot of traffic again, which was all good and everything, but it again had another hidden aspect to it that a particular lady wound up seeing us on Good Day Atlanta, and that has led to adding a gigantic collection that's getting put into the museum next week. And the only reason that's happening is because of being featured on Good Day Atlanta. So, I mean, maybe if you're a pizza place, you're not going to get your local news station out there just because you're a pizza place. But maybe if you thought outside that box and you wanted to do some sort of fundraiser or do something for your community, you're going to have that impact of doing something good for something else. Plus, you're going to get that back end win, that it's going to benefit on so many different levels that it's worth, thinking of doing stuff like that. You're actually doing something for others or some other organization, something good. You get the publicity from that, and then it benefits the business as well without having to spend $500 a month on a billboard that you have no idea what it's doing, or pumping out all kinds of ads and papers and newspaper. And I think you can pay for Craigslist. You're going to get garbage on that. But if you think in a much bigger picture of what you can do just because you can do it, and then how can you make that also beneficial for your business? There's an endless amount of possibilities you can do with that.
And you can start off small. We started off small, and now we've worked our way up to a Guinness World Record event. Obviously, I'm not telling you to go and anybody to go start with a Guinness World Record. But any business can make up something to get people to come out. You talked about a pizza place. If you think about a lot of restaurants, they already come up with events. For example, Sundays. Sundays in the winter, fall time are times that people go and watch football. So they have special football things, like you can go and watch the game, and then they have appetizer or whatever type of things that they make it a special time. Why? Because people want to spend money. People are going to go out and do things. People are going to go out and eat. People have to choose to go, use certain types of businesses. When you give them this excuse to make it yours because you made something special happen, and it can start off small and it can start off easy. You can start off having like some type of special day, like we did, the Cars and Coffee was just on a Saturday, and we just called that Saturday that day and then invited people to come for free. Like everything around that was for free. And you were even able to, like I said, you get other people that want to do these things with you or that want to be a part of it. For the Cars and Coffee, yes, we had coffee out there, but we didn't even pay for it. Right?
No. Yeah, that was Cracker Barrel wound up providing the coffee.
For free. They just wanted to, Sean asked, and they said yes. Then they even gave us a bunch of Cracker Barrel gift cards for like free breakfast or whatever it was, some free meals, so that we even had stuff to give out to people for free. So not only were we providing coffee and providing a reason to come and hang out, but we were also, helping Cracker Barrel a little bit, and they helped us. So none of this has to cost money. It just, you got to think outside the box.
Well, think of who you can partner with. Like, what would make sense to go reach out to another organization, person, whatever the case may be, and be like, what can we do together to make it an even bigger impact? Because, it's definitely going to make it easier, most likely, when you've got a little bit extra help than you just trying to do it all by yourself.
So you can start off and just like pick a day and then make that day something. Find some reason why that day would be important. Like I said, we did the Cars and Coffee, or Sunday for football for like restaurants. Like figure out what your thing is so that you have that day. And then once you hit that day and realize that was easy, like it wasn't that hard, then you can move up and start to do things a little bit better and realize that you don't have to do these types of things yourself. So I found this website that you could go to, and it's holidaysmart.com, and there are all kinds of days in there. Like if you are totally can't think of something, like there are all these days that these are actual days. So for if you were an HVAC company, for example, this says that December 17th is Clean Air Day. Like really, you can make any day Clean Air Day. You can have it be whatever you wanted to. For dog groomers, there are tons of dog days. August 10th is Spoil Your Dog Day. Like you could pick anything like this. Just try to be creative, or just make up something of your own. Like we did Cars and Coffee. Again, nobody gave us permission and said on Saturday you can do this. Nobody said that you can have this event. You can do whatever you want for these types of things for your business in order to attract people to come in, because people are going to spend money already.
Yeah, and there's a couple really simple things you can do when you create whatever it is that you want to do. You can add that to your Google business listing as an event. You definitely want to add that as a Facebook event as well, because on Facebook specifically, it's completely different than if you just posted saying, hey, it's Clean Air Day, come see us or whatever. Nobody cares.
Just posting it or just saying today's Clean Air Day. No, you legit make it an event, which means invite people.
No matter how big you think this thing is going to be, make it an event. So Miles Through Time is in an old mill. And in the old mill is Northeast Georgia's largest antique mall. And there's a bowling alley there and all kinds of stuff. So after Thanksgiving is Black Friday, right? So we're actually going to have an event on Facebook, right? As a Facebook event that says it's Black Friday sale in the antique mall, Friday and Saturday. Nothing really changes other than, yes, all the vendors are going to have all their stuff on sale. But because it's been created as an event, it gives it a little bit more clout. Plus, people are going to see it when they're searching events of what should we do today, or what should we do next week, or what is there to do on Black Friday, they're going to see this there as something to do, where they wouldn't unless they went to your page, or you emailed them because you have their email, right? You just, it's super simple stuff. Like, there's nothing special you have to do other than just put it out there. I mean, you can print it out and put it in the store and let them know, hey, come back
for Black
Friday and see what kind of stuff is on sale then. And you don't have to put it in the paper or any of that kind of stuff. I mean, you can. Right. It's an excuse to do. And rather, if you were going to put an ad in the paper, do you want to put an ad saying, hey, Antique Mall, open every day of the week?
All the time, we're open.
Or Antique Mall, Black Friday sale, and
here's some special things.
160 vendors, everything's 10 to 70% off. Like, talk about an impact.
Right.
Friday, Saturday only. Like, that's...
Well, and then you highlight stuff that you already have, like even stuff that's not like spend the whole day there. There's a museum there, and there's bowling, and there's a place to eat. Like, you can like highlight all these things that they may not have known, so it even seems like it's more special. But like, people are going to go out already. Give them an excuse to come see you.
Right. So you got to think, like, it might be hard for you in your mind. You're like, well, we have stuff on sale all the time. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, it's a perception. You gotta set that stage of today is the day to come. Not tomorrow, today. So that, I mean, really just change your mentality on that and think of what can you do to get people to come to your business
today, like on a day. Like, what is it that you can do to invite them to come in and give them a reason that it needs to be today? Like, if you look at a mattress company, mattress companies always have events. It's the Labor Day sale. It's the Memorial Day. Like, there's always a reason. Like, you got to come now. I am not saying have a sale every time. That might not work for you, but there is something you can do to have like whatever that event is, that reason for people to come. And there's always a reason. Make it up. Don't wait to get permission. Make it up and invite people to come to your business.
Yeah. Reach out to a food truck that's looking for a place to park anyways. Say, hey, come park in my parking lot. And then your event is you've got a food truck there. And it's a win-win for everybody.
Right. I mean, it really could be as simple as something like that. Or have some other business come in and do whatever it would be with you. And then together because that's what makes it unique, is that you're having somebody else come in, and that is like that special day.
Yeah, there's a car show cruise-in that I went to for the first time 2 months ago. And this group, it's a car club that's doing it. And they've been trying to go and do this thing all over the place, and they do it monthly. Well, they wound up finding this spot that's at a brewery. And because this car club comes every month and they market and do all this kind of stuff.
The brewery? The car club.
At the brewery.
Who does all the marketing?
The car club does.
Okay.
It has grown the brewery to where they were in this little front warehouse area to the entire place now. And then they've also added on a full-blown kitchen.
The brewery did that?
The brewery did that.
Wow.
Because of the car club.
Right. A free event.
A free event.
That they're just...
That people are then going in and they're buying beers, they're getting hungry, and they're doing all that kind of stuff. And then the car club is able to grow and get their numbers up and provide something fun for people to do. People are always looking for an excuse to go do something. So just...
Well, when we lived, Brewster's down the street from us had a cruise in. Yeah. And again, how often did they do that one?
It was monthly.
Monthly. It's just made up. Summer. Like, let's just have it and invite people there. And it just gave people a reason. Lots of people came out. They gave away stuff. Like, people could come and go. It was easy breezy. But again, just a reason to bring people out to come in. I think that's cool.
So, I mean, again, you're going to have to think what works for you, what kind of connections you already have, who else is in the parking lot. I mean, maybe you don't even have a brick and mortar business, but that doesn't mean you can't do some sort of online event. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. You gotta think, like, what can you do that in turn is then going to, increase your visibility to your potential clients and customers and everybody that you want to buy from you.
Because they're going to go out and do stuff already. They're going to go out and spend money already.
That's right.
So might as well, how do you make it you? If you want to get smart tools to build your business, go to besmartaf.com.